It's 5:04 a.m. and it's 23 degrees outside. Fucking cold! At least it's Friday. I love me Fridays. This morning, about an hour ago, I was abruptly woken up by the sound of the burglar alarm from my home. At 4:05 and 50 seconds, my alarm system went off, and when it goes off, it's loud. It sensed that the front door was opened. Now, sometimes you guys know you have these burglar alarm systems on your property, and you get these false alarms, especially like in windy conditions, right? Things shimmy, shift, wiggle. But front door, I was like, nah, it's pretty reliable. I have this front doors that are made of wrought iron, made in China, of course. Got it from Pinky's of Beverly Hills. And they weigh a fuck ton. It took 3 people to hang one door. You don't even want to know how many guys took to offload it off the freight truck. But nonetheless, I'm like, front door. I was like, oh, all right. And here I am, because I sleep, my birthday suit. I get out of bed, I go down the hall to my closet, and I grab a weapon. And being a properly trained individual, I open the door to the master bedroom suite. I walk down a little bit to I call it the second floor lobby. It's like an atrium. Looks over the first floor foyer and the front door, and I go, I am the homeowner. I am armed. Leave now. And nothing was a response. And of course the dogs are sleeping still. But if that was the Ring doorbell, oh my God. They would bark like there's no tomorrow. So while this confusion or chaos is occurring at now 4:06 going to 4:07 in the morning on a Friday, love me Fridays, I missed the phone call from the alarm company. Central Station. They happen to call the second. It's like they know. It's like they know the alarm's about to go off. Let's call Mikey fucking Pipes, because it's going to sound any second. So the second his alarm goes off, hi, this is Beverly from Central Station. We have an automatic alarm for motion front door. Okay, just give him the passcode. Okay, we'll notify the authorities of the false alarm. Well, fortunately, I called the 4th precinct. I said, this is Mikey Pipes. Don't worry, the house is secure. And now here I am, an hour later, driving to work. Why? Well, I couldn't go back to sleep. I was in a good sleep too. Oh my God, I was on a beach, probably somewhere. It was white sandy beach, surrounded by Latinas, chicas. Oh, surrounded. They were everywhere. And I was getting a nice tan. I had a nice drink. I think it was probably a Grey Goose rocks with a lime. Yeah, definitely was that. With like a case of water, ice cold aquapana. Yeah, you can't wake up from that and think you're gonna restart that mission, that critical mission. Yep. So here I am, driving my 1.1 mile trek from my home to my office. What's pretty cool is that leaving my driveway, I only have to make put on the turn signals twice. I just did it once there. Oh, look. The sanitation people are there. You see that? See the green truck? Excuse me. They're emptying out the garbage at the dumpsters. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for them to leave because I can't park into the parking lot. But I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it was a nice dream. It was a nice dream. It really was. Oh, wish I could go back to sleep right now. But I'm not even tired, though. You know. And I know probably why I was having this kind of dream. I mean, I'll tell you why. You know, something transpired the day before which triggered that nocturnal thoughts and processes while you're sleeping. Yesterday, garbage truck is leaving. Yesterday, I was reading the New York Post. You know, I get a subscription to the New York Post. And the New York Post has this thing about, nice places to go in the Caribbean. And I'm looking at this one picture. I'm like, damn, that looks very familiar. And sure enough, it's a St. Regis in Aruba. I'm like, wow, I was just there. And they're talking about, the King Astor, suite, which I didn't say on that, but I had a nice, oceanfront one-bedroom suite while we were at the St. Regis. They upgraded me. It's nice to be a Bonvoy member. And my only issue with the St. Regis was I was comparing it to the St. Regis in Longboat Key, Sarasota, which I was at a month before that. And I gotta tell you, I really loved the St. Regis in Longboat Key. It was really, really nice. And if I actually had it, if I had the power and the wealth, I would more than likely buy a residence there. It was just amazing. And what's one of the top 3 amenities of the St. Regis and Longboat Key? And I know I'm going off the tangent here. I woke up at 4:05 in the morning. What the fuck you want me to talk about? Come on. I have nothing in my head right now. I gotta get into the mode. I haven't had my coffee yet. But one of the best things about the St. Regis and Longboat Key was the lazy river. There's a massive pool / lazy river there at the property. And I was thinking wow, this would be great with grandkids, I could put them in a lazy river and we'll just float along, and it takes about 7 minutes to do one lap without any manual propulsion. If you're kicking and moving around, you just sit in a floaty and it'll take you around 7 minutes to go all the way around. We had a really, really nice time. Not saying the St. Regis in Aruba was not phenomenal, because they had a great casino there. The weather, phenomenal. Sunny, 100 degrees, 95, 100 degrees every single day. Some breeze. It was nice. But yeah, I'm going to go have some coffee. And I jump in a second. Hold on, I have something to tell you. Last night, I got to walk the dogs. One, we got to disable the alarm. I got to walk the dogs last night. It's where's the light switch? There it is. It's I don't know, 7 o'clock, 7:30. I'm like, God damn, it's cold out. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I had the shop temperature set for 45 degrees overnight. So why heat up something that's no one's here, right? I was like, but it's cold. And I look open the app, the weather app on my iPhone, and it says it's 30 degrees and it feels like it's 12. I'm like, fuck, it's cold. Oh, look at my palm trees. I'm like, you know what? Let's run the program, right, on the shop thermostat. Let's run the program. And it's 57 degrees in here right now. It's nice. It's toasty. It's toasty. It's very, very toasty. As a matter of fact, I want to warm it up even a little bit more. Let's go mode. Emergency heat, done. And let's crank this bad boy up. No, not 70. Yeah, 70. Fuck. 68. And let's hold that until 7:15. There we go. Okay. So that is on. The emergency heat of this will turn on the Whale McLean Ultra 3. And that's going to fire up. It's going to start condensing. And the hydronic heat is going to feed that fan coil and blow up heat out of these vents. Sweet! And while I'm also looking at, so I raised up the thermostat of the office or warehouse, should I say, heat. And then I'm looking at that in my app. I have different locations. So I have my home, I have my office, I have 2 investment properties that I own, and I noticed on one of them there's an alert. I'm like, I can't have any house freeze up. But it was the Wi-Fi thing, so it's all good. It's so warm. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we had a bunch of new people sign up for the Mikey Pipes training facility. Let me go. I have to go through that email, so hold on a second. So I got Daniel from Levittown. No, he works in Levittown. All right. We have Dimas. Oh, his name is Dick. Not Dick. Sorry. His name is Nick. Sorry. Long-time viewer of the channels. And then also Amtech. Eric. So I'm waiting on those 3 individuals to get back to me with classes, and then we're going to resume season 2 of the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy HVAC Training Center. It's quite exciting, and I just wish that there's one person, and I'm going to reach out to him, one person from last season's class where we were going to pipe this in. And we're still going to do it, folks. It's so warm too, by the way. We're still going to pipe this in. This is the X2 from US Boiler. I have the Modine hot dog. I got crazy stuff on here, as you can see, all right? But we're going to hook this up. And I may reach out to that one person from that class and see if he's interested in piping this in like we spoke about. But this is pretty freaking cool. This thing right here, this hydraulic separator. Ooh! And I have an amazing response from the great techs over at US Boiler Burnham on when is appropriate time to use a hydraulic separator. So check out the Mikey Pipes HVAC training channel, a YouTube channel. Just recently got monetized, by the way, so I'm quite happy about that. Earning about $4.50 a day. Not bad. Not too shabby. But we're going to pipe this bad boy in. I'm looking forward to that. So, last but not least. So when I wake up this morning at 4:05 and 50 seconds because my alarm was going off, and because it says the front door was opened, even though it was not, because maybe there's a sensor failure, I decided, okay, let's check my email, make sure no emergency calls came in overnight. And I'm looking at an email from Stripe. Stripe, in case you guys don't know what Stripe is a credit card processor or card processing processor that is used by a lot of businesses, including my own, and it also integrates with House Call Pro. So I get this email from them, right, about action required. And it says, review statement descriptor for a pipe doctor. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it goes, okay, there's an open task on your account that needs attention. To keep your account in good standing, take a moment to review it. So it says, provide a statement descriptor. Like, what the fuck is this, right? Due, past due. I'm like, this is the only notification that I got on this. So how is it past due if it's there's no notification of this, right? And I swear, like, some of these mega corporations just want to fuck you in the keister. So I need to provide a statement descriptor because the impact if I don't do this, it's already took effect, but incoming charges are paused as of December 5th, 2025 until the requested information is reviewed. Payouts to your bank are paused as of December 5th, 2025 until the requested information is reviewed. Now, here it is. You're pausing the daily payouts that I receive from running credit and debit cards. Effective today, this task is past due, even though I never got notification of it. And now you're not going to pay me this morning because you wanted a statement descriptor. So I'm like, is this a valid email, right? You know, because sometimes these things look fake and they're not. Oh, look at this. This is retarded. You know, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. It's so stupid and so dumb. Don't even get me started. Anyway. So I get this email from Stripe. I'm like, okay, it looks fishy, but you always got to check where it came from and look at the address and things like that and look at the description of like the, you know, that code. I'm like, oh, it's legit. So I click on it, go to my dashboard, and it loads up Stripe, and I did this and that, and now it says, you know, descriptor. I'm like, all right. So I go into there, and they asked me to upload the front to back of my ID. And I'm like, what the, why? Why? Anyway, turns out it's for an account that was last used in 2022. And now I'm going to write back, please cancel this account and delete my identification I uploaded. This is an old, inactive account. And there's my 5:30 alarm, because I was supposed to be waking up now, but instead I was woken up at 4:05 and 50 seconds. Happy Friday, folks. Obviously, it's a little too cold to have free Fridays, but when it's warm, we will resume. Have a great weekend.